It's not up to anybody else to help you change. It's not up to anybody else to help you grow. You want change in your life. You want to do things differently. You want to have more abundance. You want to have a better life. You got to go after it. You sitting around blaming everybody else for what is going on in your life is not going to help you to elevate. You're spending precious energy worrying and stressing about what somebody did to you. Well, I don't have a good life because, somebody treated me wrong. Or I don't feel this way because nobody ever poured into me. Pour into yourself. Pour into yourself first. Stop waiting for other people to do it for you. Stop relying on other people for your self-confidence, for the knowledge of your self-worth, for your quote-unquote self-care. That's why it's called self first. It comes from you. So, if you don't have enough money, find a new way to make money. Either that's going and learning a different skill, maybe shadowing somebody that you admire, that inspires you, that's doing what you want to do in life. Maybe it's just stepping out on faith and coming out of your comfort zone and doing something that you always wanted to do, but you were scared to do it. It's not easy, but you can't sit around blaming everybody else for the things that aren't the way you want them to be in your life. You have to get up and go after them. You have to assess, okay, these are the things I want. This is what I'm going to try to do. This is what I'm going to do, not try. This is what I'm going to do to get there. And as I'm saying this to y'all, I'm really talking to myself as well. I'm in a situation where I want to elevate my life. Okay? Now, I've done a lot of emotional work. I've done a lot of physical work over this last year. Now it's time for the financial work. Now it's time for the consistency. Now it's time for the discipline. I've learned that it's possible for me to be disciplined. It's possible for me to put my mind to something and stick to it. Think about everything that you've ever done negative in your life. You decided you were going to do it. You stuck to it. You were stubborn. You said, yup, I'm going to feel this way. Yup, I'm going to do this action. Yup, this is how I'm going to feel about this person. Why can't you do that with the positive things? Why can't you do that with your dreams and your goals? Put it in your head, stick to it, and be steadfast about it. Why you can't be stubborn about your goals the same way you're stubborn about holding a grudge against somebody? I'm just saying. Why you can't be stubborn about your health the same way you're stubborn about, I don't want to eat those fruits and veggies. I don't want to exercise. Stop telling yourself that you can't and realize that you can. Things are possible if you go after them, but it's all on you. It's a you thing. It's not a them thing. I made a post this morning and I said, you spending precious time focusing on the ops instead of focusing on your goals. You worried about what the haters saying instead of worrying about what God's saying, instead of worrying about what you're supposed to be doing and what your purpose is. And it's true. Things that people say, they may hurt, they may bother you, they may trigger you. I'm not saying that you got to have Teflon skin and that you're never going to have feelings or emotions about it. But to dwell on it and to focus on it is taking your focus away from where you are supposed to be and what you're supposed to be doing. So, here are my goals. I am blessed to have a roof over my head. But I want more than just a roof over my head. I want a home, okay? I am not comfortable with the roof that I have over my head. Not because, it's I'm in a bad situation or anything like that. I just want more for my kids and I. I want to make more of a home. Where I'm at now does not feel like home. My spirit don't sit right with it, so I am disturbed on the daily. That disturbance is not just for me to be walking around upset all the time. That disturbance is to shake up things so I can do better. Sometimes you being uncomfortable is the motivation for you to get to comfortable. That's why they say step out of your comfort zone. Well, right now I ain't in my comfort zone, okay? Being on camera for the last year has been me stepping out of my comfort zone, because people that know me in real life, when I'm behind the chair doing hair, I'm as extroverted as heck, because that's something that's my passion. I'm comfortable in that. Me coming online, being vulnerable and sharing my stories and sharing parts of my life, that was something I was always tasked to do. God always had put that purpose in my heart. But it was very, very uncomfortable stepping out there, because a lot of people don't understand me. A lot of people don't rock with me. I don't fit the quote unquote aesthetic of what a lot of people are on social media. I'm just me. I don't ever try to fit an aesthetic. I try to fit what sits right in my spirit, what feels good to me. So I don't have, long lace front. I don't wear lashes. I don't come on with a full face of makeup. Sometimes I come on in my pajamas and my bonnet, because when I wake up in the morning, God has downloaded something to me and I like to share it with the world. Now, I always try to come on camera looking decent, but I'm not one of those cutesy girls. I'm not one of those quote unquote demure. Is the little, popular word is. The little buzzword is. I'm just me. Sometimes my words can sound harsh. Sometimes they can sound a little bit too real. But that is the way that I live my life. That is the way that I am. Straight, no chaser, so that I don't have any regrets. I say what I mean what I say. I get it off my heart. That's the only way I know how to be. So this has been an uncomfortable space for me. But I've learned that with uncomfortability, with being uncomfortable, I don't even know if uncomfortability is a word. It is now, because I just said it. But being uncomfortable has created a space for me to grow. You can't be comfortable and grow at the same time. You can't be comfortable and play safe and elevate at the same time. You got to step out and do something different. You want something different, you got to do something different. FreeJenMarie said it best in the song Go Get It. If you want to, I believe they said, if you want to do something that you've never done, you got to, I can't remember the words, but basically it says you have to do something different to get something different, in so many words. But listen to the song Go Get It by FreeJenMarie. So I'm doing something different. I'm pouring into my social media. Something I've always wanted to do, but I've been moving scared. I've been scared of it. Now is not the time for me to do that. If I want to do something different, I gotta live different. I gotta move different. I gotta step out and try new things. And that's a scary place. But what's scarier is standing still and being in the same space that I've been in for years. I'm tired of it. I'm over it. Just like I'm over this whole situation with my foot. I'm over not being able to walk long distances. I'm over not being able to work out like I want to. I'm over saying to my friends, well, I can't go because my foot hurt. So therefore, I'm going to have to do some different things. What they may be, I don't know. But I'm going to have to move my body more. Am I still going to be careful with my foot? Of course I am, because I don't want to injure myself again. But what I can do is get more of this weight off. What I can do is continue to eat better. What I can do is keep my mind right and keep my mental together while I'm getting my physical together. But anyway, y'all, I just want to encourage you to step out of your comfort zone and go for it. If it's something that you want, that's the only way you're going to get there. You cannot play it safe. You cannot play scared. Scared money don't make none, right? And a closed mouth don't get fed. I tell my kids that all the time. You got to speak up, stand out, and step out on faith and do what you want to do to get where you want to go. Anyway, if you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you. I love you for real. Peace and blessings. Please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, because I promise you will love it here. And go watch my videos. I'll see y'all later. Happy Wednesday.